Hi, and welcome to our Pilates session today. And we are going to be working with herniated disc issues, bulging discs, anything that's causing pain on your sciatic nerve, that's causing you to struggle to walk, to move, to sleep, all your daily tasks that you are really struggling to deal with because of your slip disc issue. That's causing pain on your sciatic nerve. So we're going to do some light exercise movements to help you get out of that pain, get you moving around and help with your recovery process. So the first thing you're going to need is space. You're going to need a mat. You're going to need something thick that's going to be very comfortable on your spine. So when you've got your mat and you're ready, all you need to do is start by laying down on your back. We're going to work just a few basic exercises that you can do, and 15 minutes or so per day, every day, is highly recommended to help increase that recovery process. So we're going to make ourselves comfortable here on the mat, and want to just take control of our breathing before we do anything else, just so we can relax, because of course all that pressure can increased tension in the body, and that increase in tension can make that the pain even worse. So we just try and stay relaxed so we can reduce that pain. And if you need to, a cushion underneath that head to make it more comfortable, especially if you feel a lot of pressure on the back of your neck. So feel free with a block or a cushion, something that's comfortable for your head. As you lay yourself down, we're going to take our legs to a semi-supine position, feet to the floor, knees up, and arms by the side, shoulders down so they're relaxed. Try not to hunch the shoulders as well, so just bring your fingertips down towards your feet so your shoulders are down. And then we're going to start by just bringing the legs together, so your feet together, knees together, thighs together to start with. And then, if you wish, hands to your rib cage, hands to your chest. Take a moment now and just take a deep inhale through the nose. And a long exhale through the mouth. So you want to breathe in from a count of 4. And then you want to breathe out for twice as long. And then once we've got that, and we're feeling relaxed, we're going to take our arms out wide. We're going to turn the palms to face the ceiling. Keep the shoulders down on the floor, still with our legs together. I want you to drop the hips now, drop the legs down to the left. As you drop, you're going to roll your head just gently over towards the right. And you're just going to drop to a level that's comfortable, because as you're dropping, you are going to be just working through this, this facet joint here that's working between the hip and the lower back. So when you drop, if you start to feel anything pinching, anything uncomfortable, don't go any further. You're putting on a little bit too far. You just want to drop the hips down to a level that is comfortable for you to drop. And you want to roll your head in the opposite direction. So when you're dropping the hips to your right, you're rolling the head to your left. Going to breathe out as you come down. And breathe in as you come up. And this will be a good thing to do first thing in the morning. If you can do this in bed before you get up, you're just going to help just bring that mobility, some fluid into the joints. So when you get up, you're not too stiff, not too tight. You've got those areas kind of lubricated and mobile. Just makes things a little easier for you. So we're going to do that. And you want to do that about 12 times, 6 times on each side, just as long as it's comfortable for you. And then After we've dropped, we're going to tuck each knee, just hold the shin. Let's start with the left leg. And we're going to bring the knee into the chest and hold the leg there. And release. And hold. And hug. And release. And hug. I'm going to do this 6 times as well. 6 times on each leg. Just about a roughly 3 to 5 seconds. Bringing that knee in. And then when you're ready, we do the other side. Even on the side that's feeling okay, still do it on both sides just so we keep an equal balance. So you want to focus more on the side where you're getting the pain, but do both sides anyway. If time is restricted, you don't have much time, just focus on that painful side. So we've done 6 each leg. We're going to go back to the left leg. Just take the hands now to the back of the left thigh. And from there, just drop the foot there, legs relax. We'll take an exhale and slowly extend the leg up, just to a level that's right. And then release. So you're going to inhale and lower, breathe out and extend. Inhale down. And you're only going to extend the leg to a level that's comfortable. You start to feel a pinch and pull through that lower back. Then that's a little bit too much. And again, we're doing this 6 times, just a brief hold, not too long to hold. And often you find herniated discs, bulging discs, all those issues are caused from just so much tension and tightness that we need to help stretch out this tight area where we tend to feel the tightest, hamstrings, lower back. So again, primarily your focus wants to be on the side where you're getting the pain, but of course do make sure you are able to work both sides. And from that, we're just going to bring our legs back, drop our arms by our side this time, take our left leg now, and take an exhale, just going to slide the leg out, slide the heel, straighten the leg, bring the knee in, and slide out. Breathe out, inhale in, exhale out. Again, 6 times on this left side. And then, of course, on the other side. Want to just be careful when extending that leg. If you do get a pull in the lower back, then you're just going to be careful about how far you extend your leg. If you do feel any uncomfortable pulling on the lower back, just keep the knee bent and don't straighten the leg completely. If you're feeling okay, we carry on and we do 6 on each side. And then, of course, every time we finish, bring the knees in to hold and hug, and then we can change position. So we're going to turn over and going to go into a child's pose. So from here, you may again want to use a cushion. First position will be to stretch your arms out in front, drop your head down between your shoulders and sit back onto the heels of your feet. If you find that uncomfortable, the cushion will go just above the heels. So you can then sit back onto the cushion. This makes it a little bit more comfortable. And of course, the benefit of having a thick mat means that it's more comfortable for your knees as well. So we're just going to drop back into that child's pose, a nice relaxing position for your back. And then we're going to come up. So just raise my head above the shoulders now. I'm going to walk my hands now out to the left. Keeping my legs as they are, but just walk the hands out. And then I'm going to drop back again. Drop the head between the shoulders. Sit back onto that cushion. And as you sit back, you're going to start to feel a stretch going through the right side of your back. Just possibly around where the armpit area is, depending on where you're the tightest. And obviously, the more we walk the hands out, the more we are going to stretch. So just be mindful of where you go to. Don't overdo it. And tuck your head down. And stretch the arms out and sit back. And all we're doing is we're just lengthening all the way through the side into that area around the lower back hip area. And then we're going to come up. So where it's really, really tight, we're now going to walk our hands over to the right so we can stretch out the left. So walk your hands out and again sit back. You might want to be careful as well. You may get cramp in your feet. If you do get cramp, then all you're going to do is just come up and rest and then come back to it when you are ready. But any pain through any side may, of course, be down to tightness, so you may experience cramp. So we're going to come back round to the center, hands in front, and sit back again. And we're going to do that once more. So we're going to walk our hands. We're going to raise our head before we stretch. So we can walk our hands out to the left and sink and drop. Bring the head up, walk the hands round, over to the right, and drop. And then raise the head, come back round to the center, and drop from there. And then we shall slowly come back up, so into a box. Hopefully you feel a little bit more mobile, a little bit more looser. And then once you're in box, just a gentle pelvic tilt from here into your cat position. So just drop the head down into the shoulders, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the belly button up. So you're just curling your body like a cat would. And then we're going to change the position to extend. So we're going to raise the head, tilt the pelvis almost as if you're pushing your bum to the ceiling into the cow position. If that becomes painful, then just gently move back into that cat position and avoid the cow. But then just gently move to a position that just feels comfortable. We want to avoid the pinching, the pulling. But we've got to keep this area mobile, stop it from getting stiff, because otherwise the pain will increase, get worse. We've got to keep it mobile. We've got to help the recovery process. I'm just going to move gently between those two positions. Again, 6 times should be enough, and you can ease off. And as soon as you've done that, You want to keep repeating with a compress as well, so making sure that you're combining an ice and heat compress to your area. Ice to help the reduction in inflammation, and the heat to help with the blood flow. You're going to keep doing that daily, 20-minute periods for each one, 20 minutes with ice, and then later on 20 minutes with heat every couple of hours. That will help the recovery process, going into these mobilization exercises to help with the recovery, to rebuild the strength. And then over a period of weeks, your problem will start to disappear. Thanks for joining me for today's session. Take care of yourself, stay in good health, and I will see you soon.